Hey YouTube, welcome back to Nathan's Supra. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season. I personally celebrate Christmas, but hope it's good no matter what way you choose to enjoy this time of the year. So today we're gonna repair a leak on my exhaust system. I got a nice little crack there. It's been around for a little while, and so let me show you what it looks like. Trying to help you guys see it right there. You can see that line. It's coming out of there pretty good. You can definitely hear it too. My wife's always complaining about the smell too, so it's before the muffler. And so someday I will get a drift motion downpipe and put it in there, but it is not today. And so for now, we're going to see about using this guy, exhaust weld, total exhaust system repair wrap. This is sort of like using a band-aid for a gaping wound a little bit, but if it works, it works. So here we go. Bear with me because I'm going to be figuring out how to record while being under the car and doing this. Before I get into this, I wanted to see if I could show you guys just what it does, what it sounds like. If we're lucky, then when I'm gonna start the car, and if we're lucky, there'll be a black plume of smoke coming out of where that crack is. So we'll see. Well, I don't think there was a plume of smoke, but at the very least you guys heard what it sounds like. Got a nice little growl to it. Yeah, the plume of smoke mostly would happen when the car sat for a really long time. It's only been sitting for a day, so I'm not really surprised that we didn't get one. But basically how this works, from going over the directions of it, there's a wrap inside of this packet, and I just wrap it around the crack several times. So we'll see if that works. I need to ask you guys to excuse the camera angle here. I'm just kind of placing my phone and recording. I don't have anything to hold it with right now. That might come in the future. One thing that is easy to forget to do is make sure that you can identify where the crack is when you get under the car. The crack does not go all the way around the exhaust, and so it isn't particularly easy to identify it from the bottom of the car. And so this is just actually the second take I did of trying to figure out where exactly that crack is, and actually use this video to confirm that I had my finger in the right spot. All right, so to kind of go over how to do this, first thing, you absolutely want to put the gloves that come in the pack on, because this stuff is gross. And so yeah, put the gloves on, and then you want to really kind of mush up the pack a little bit. I didn't show that so much. If I had the audio on, you could actually hear me do that, but yeah, you want to mush up the pad, and then open it, and inside is a wrap. Now I find this wrap very similar to if you've ever used a pipe wrap for like a water pipe. And so I actually, because of where that bracket is, you can kind of see, because of that bracket, I couldn't get it around when it was wrapped up. And, I think you just saw me, trying to maneuver the wrap. And so what I ended up doing was just unraveling the whole thing and then just snaking it through a few times. And yeah, kind of pulling it tight, while also wrapping it thoroughly. On the directions, it says wrap the crack itself 5 times, and a wrap around the crack. And so I think I do that pretty well here. Obviously time will tell. So then what it wants you to do is put the aluminum tape on it until it's cured. And so with the gloves, that's easier said than done. I end up having to take one of the gloves off in order to peel the non-sticky part off. But then, uh, you know, again, that white stuff is really gross. So, obviously that means my hands were able to get in contact with it. And then it also just, even when you peel that off and make it the actual aluminum tape is what they call it, it's really not sticky at all. And so you kind of can see me struggling with it a little bit, but eventually I just kind of mashed it on there and wrapped it as best I could. So I'm not driving the car right now, so I'm not really super worried about that. And it does say to take it off once it's done curing anyways. All right, let's see what it sounds like when we turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on. We'll hear the initial sound, and then the directions say you can either let it cure by letting it sit for 2 hours, which I could totally do right now because it's night, or you can cure it by running it for 20 minutes. And so I'm gonna let it sit because it's night right now, and I could probably go to bed. And so then in the morning, I'll show you guys what it sounds like. Good morning, YouTube. Merry Christmas Eve. Let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna put it in the same spot I put it in last time, so it's a little better of a comparison as far as sound goes. Well, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. My wife's actually already commented on it sounding better and smelling better. So, yeah, I'll post right after this a video kind of going with the before and after going head to head. Sorry that the after had so much squeal in it. I've got a pulley in there that I think needs at least lubrication, if not replacement. So I'll hopefully be getting into that soon. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful for somebody. Feel free, comment, and let me know if you have any feedback for me. Thanks. Bye.